Hello and welcome to Friday's channeled reading, where I connect with our teams of guides and angels to receive whatever insight and guidance is in our best interest to receive today, which is April 11th, 2025. I'm Maureen Frank, the Mandala Lady. Let's get started. I call in our teams of guides and angels with the intention of receiving whatever insight and guidance is in our best interest to receive at this time. Okay, is that right? All right, I'm seeing a whisk. Okay, we're gonna start with a whisk, but it's okay. It's gonna be funkily drawn, and it's sideways, so it's on this angle here, perpendicular. I mean, parallel to the ground. Now, okay, so we have the, oh, and okay, so on it, I'm seeing some people hanging out. Kind of reminds me of that old photo of when the Empire State Building was being built, and the guys, the construction people, were all hanging out on these beams way up in the air, and to most of us that would be, especially me, would be absolutely frightening. But to these people, they were just sitting there eating their lunch, and that's what this kind of reminds me of. So there's some and it looks like they're just carrying on a conversation. It's not heated, no, it's lively, but it is a lively conversation. Okay, so what happens next? Is that right? Is that my ego? No, it is right. Okay. Is it a flock? It's just one. Okay, so in comes, is it a raven? It's a crow. All right. I don't know my animals. So income, so this crow is that's a crow. That's a crow. It's flying in towards them. And now with that there, it almost looks like these people are waving it off. No, they're oblivious to the crow coming in. So the crow is coming in from behind them, and it's just the one. And then it flies overhead. Are they oblivious to it? No, now they are aware of it. Oh, and then so it's flying over overhead of them, and now I have the sense that it's flying in front of them, not right in front of them, but like 4 or 5 feet in front of them. And okay, and it's doing this oval pattern around them, so it's trying to get their attention. That's what it feels like. It's trying to get their attention. Is that right? Okay. Um, it's almost like making fun, taunting. It's like it's taunting them. But the people on the whisk are not phased. Is that right? They're not phased. They're just more, yes, more of a curiosity as to why is this crow flying around us. Um, okay. And when the crow doesn't get the response that it was wanting, I guess with the taunting, I get, oh, you sneaky little crow. Because it saw that the crow saw that they were having a lively conversation, and that they were eating lunch, or there was a potential for food. The crow thought that if they taunted the people enough, then they would throw food at him to discourage him, and the crow would, oh yes, I'll get a piece of bread here, a piece of meat over here. And so it was taunting them. Oh, I see. Oh, brilliant. And one of the people on the whisk said to it, if I figured it out and said, if you want some food, just settle down on this bar that we're sitting on, and we'll just give you the food. You don't have to manipulate us. We will be more than happy to share our food with you. To which the crow then uh, kind of amazed, because he's not used to, I'm assuming the crow is male. I'll just say the crow isn't used to having humans be nice to it, and it feels like it has to play games in order to get what it wants. Um, so it's sitting down and getting food. Anything else to the story? So no, that's the story. I do have a question for you guys. What's the significance of the whisk? I know for cooking, the whisk is used to like mix things together. Is oh, is it actually part of the reading? No, it could have just as easily been a branch of a tree, but that was kind of the first. Okay, so when I see things, they sometimes come in a little blurry before they get solidified, and so as it was wasn't quite solidified, it just to me it looked like a whisk. So they said, "Well, okay, we'll go with that." So, but it could have just as easily been a branch that these people were on. So, um, the message is be direct. Just ask for what you want. Um, and if there's any thing you're doing in your life where you feel like you have to manipulate in order to get what you want, see if you can alter that approach to being more direct. Share that story. Okay. So for me, that I think just know these, whether the messages relate to you at all or not, just know that they always seem, if no one else gets it, I understand that the message is for me, but it's intended for all of us, or for all who see this video. So growing up, my dad grew up during the depression. uh, yeah, almost yeah, he would have been 100 years old last year. So yeah, so he grew up in the depression, and so he's got issues related to money, and uh, if we asked him as kids, if we asked him for money, it would tend to trigger him, and he would get angry or get into rage, or he would have some harsh thing that he would throw back at us as, oh, if I get, no, I don't want to go there. Okay, thank you. Harsh statement. However, if it was implied, if he thought you could use the money but you're not asking for it, then he was very generous, and he would um, give us give us money, and so I learned real quickly at a younger age that if I wanted to get money from him that direct doesn't work, I would scoot it around it, or and then I would get the money. And um, to be honest, I hated having to do that. Yeah, it wounded my soul. That's the right word for it. It just wounded my soul. I didn't understand as a kid why I can't just ask and then be told yes or no without being this um, often horrific exchange. So I don't know what your situation is, and this is not about money. This is about feeling like you have to play games in order to get what you want. And I know as a female in this Western culture, I have felt, and I've been on this planet for 7 decades. I have felt like I have had to manipulate in order to get what I want, because oftentimes what I was wanting to do or trying to create or whatever, I would be told, "Oh, you don't want to do that," and why would you want to do that? And just a lot of yeah, yeah. I don't even want to go back to there. So for me with this reading is time to unlearn that approach and be direct, and and that goes for when you're asking for your through your team and of guides and angels and your higher self, is be direct with them in asking them for what it is you need. If you're wanting insight about a certain situation, just ask them and tell them that you need it, you would prefer it a certain way, like you would like whatever. So for me, I oftentimes pick up messages from watching a movie or TV shows that a certain line will be said. Like just last night, we were watching something, um, and somebody said something that it just, oh yeah, I get it. So, but maybe it's in music for you, maybe it's through your dreams, or you could just say that you meet the right person that tells you exactly what you need to know. And so asking for what it is you want, and also by being direct, there's there's no manipulation, there's no wounding your soul, there's no playing games. When you are direct to whomever, they have, then it's up to them to tell you yes or no, but at least you know, versus wishing, hoping, oh, maybe if I do this, then they'll do that. Well, why don't you just tell them what you want and what you need, and then hope for the best. Share that. Okay. So when I was in therapy during my first marriage, my therapist, a woman therapist, had said she only works with women or couples. And so after a couple of months of, or actually it was probably about 6 months, after about 6 months of working with me, she had suggested, why, why don't you invite your husband to come? Uh, just ask, allow him to say yes or no. It doesn't matter. Just ask. So I did. I asked him that night. I asked him, the therapist is inviting you to come to a session if you're interested. And to which his response was, I'm not the one with the problems. You are. So I'm not going. I said, okay. And my therapist said, just be okay, just be neutral. But at least that was information for me by him saying what he said. I'm not going to repeat it. So, um, so think of the people on the whisk, um, that there are teams of guides and angels, and the crow is us, and we're thinking we have to do a certain ritual. We certainly have to put some crystals in the right order in order to get what we want. And we're just flying around, flying around. So, just tell us what you want, and just be direct. Yeah, and we will be fed. Anything else to add to that? Okay. Um, all right, so that's our reading for today. If you are interested in getting the Monday weekly readings, which will give us the how best to focus our energy for the week, sign up with email. It'll be in the description. It's either below or on the side, depending on how you see your YouTube descriptions, and it's free to sign up, and then you'll absolutely get it in your email every week. And by signing up, also you will have the opportunity to submit a question or a topic that you would like our teams of guides and angels to answer on a Friday. So you can do it anonymously, or you can say your name, whatever questions you have, we can put forth to our teams on Fridays. So anything else to add? No. All right. So be direct. Ask for what you want. and be neutral with the answer, however the answer comes to you. Okay. Until next time, do take care. Bye bye.